Good afternoon. In this next video, we'll be going over our write-up real quick, but just going back to the email from Haley, right? So sectors, wealth and asset management. We have huge needs in wealth and asset management. We'd look at any pillar. Pillar is referring to the data quality, data governance, data management, so on and so forth, right? So those parts of enterprise intelligence. So, in looking at our boy Omar, here's how I do the write-up, right? You've already done it within job science, great. You've populated it, a couple of things. So first, you can always put this sentence here, right? Uh, um, Currently a senior associate. Let's go to actually Omar's. And we're back. Alright, so just going to go into Omar's now. Don't get upset that I'm actually going to delete everything you've done here. But it'll be helpful for you to... It's good practice that you did it, and now you'll see how I do it different, just so to give you an idea. So I always start it with the word within. And all I'm saying, because it's going to populate this here, right? Attach the resume of this person, currently at this, at Sagents, and then from there is where it starts picking it up, right? So I would say within what? Like say Sagents. Sagents is a big company. Within what? The If we don't know a specific area, like enterprise data architecture group, or wealth and asset management group, then I actually wouldn't put anything, right? But the only other sentence I tend to use, other than that first sentence that's there, is prior to Sagents, right? If it's relevant work, right? Let's talk about the company they're at prior to, right? Because this is a good selling point. Well, if it's relevant in the selling point, Omar worked for Princeton Consultants for 7 years. I mean, that's a big deal, right? 7 years within their wealth and asset management group. Alright, 7 years within their wealth and asset management group. Now, does Princeton Consultants have an asset wealth management group? I don't know, and neither does the person that's going to be looking at this, but what we do know is that in the resume, right, it says Princeton Consultants Global Wealth and Asset Management Firm, right, and then right next to that we see, 7 years. So from the looks of it, they definitely work within the asset wealth management space, and we want that to be here. Why? Because of the email that Haley said, right? Can we show the most relevant skill sets or areas of experience as it relates to what our clients are looking for? It has to smack them in the face. So they know that when Haley sees this, the first thing she's going to do is she's going to go to the Wealth and Asset Management Group and say, look, I got someone, right? So prior to Sagents, worked for Princeton Consultants for 7 years in the Wealth and Asset Management group. Okay. So, and then from there, you would say Omar's details. Alright, and then you just go into, and then from there, Omar's details. Look, one bullet point you can always say is how much management consulting experience they have. So let's just take a look at that. Assuming this is a consulting company, Principal Consultants, since 2005, right? We're gonna go ahead and say it's 2015, 10. That's like 10 years. So we'll say 9+ years. +years of management consulting experience. Boom, first bullet point. Always how much management consulting. Because this person has cross-industry experience, meaning it's not just within financial services. Alright, otherwise I'd put within the financial services space, right, or within asset wealth management space. But I believe this person, software company, dental insurer, railroad, is cross-industry guy. So the question is, how much investment bank client? How much financial services does this guy have? Financial services, healthcare, and transportation. So what we'll do next is we will say financial services, wealth and asset. I don't know exactly how many years. I don't want to lie and make it up. So wealth and asset management and investment banking, right? And then we need the skill set. We need to know what kind of data does he have. So data management, data architecture, data analytics, so business intelligence, right? So let's just use the sectors, right? So we'll say data management, business intelligence, data analytics. So data architecture we have, let's just control F, data, see if we can find a trend. So trying to really understand what kind of data person is he. Data management, data modeling, data management. Alright, so there's definitely there's a little bit of data quality. We'll stick that in there too. So it's just really broad, alright? But if it's broad, we're going to stick that in there and let them decide who they want to. Alright, but in our conversation with this person, we can explain the 4 groups: data management, data analytics, data quality, data governance, business intelligence. It seems like you have experience in all those areas. Which one do you have the majority of your experience? You know, which group would you be the best fit for? Let's see what he says, right? Assuming we don't know, we're just going to put data quality because we saw it in his resume. And here are our groups, right? The biggest being wealth and asset management, happening 9 years of consulting. This looks like a very, very good candidate. How much money is he making? Alright, cool. Alright, so that's how I do those bullet points there. Alright, I just wanted to run through that. Wants to take on more leadership role with a more reputable consultant firm, enjoys and then work with the current project. Great. Okay, so hope that was helpful in terms of looking at how I look at the resume, notes from your conversation with them, and understanding the biggest demand to write that piece of the write-up. Good work.